Hello everyone and welcome back to a new episode of the Penetration Tester or PT1 exam prep. So in this episode we're gonna explore Pickle Rick hacking machine, Tryhackme machine, which is about Rick and Morty. Just in case if you don't know about Rick and Morty, well, unless you are living under a rock, it's just a very famous cartoon. Well, it's not anime, okay? So I've started my machine and let's just get started. So be sure to connect to uh, Tryhackme VPN, or you can start your attack box. I always like to start with Rust Scam because it's much faster than Nmap. Then I'm gonna pass everything to Nmap, but not this Rust I'm searching for. I'm searching for this one because I have my flags ready and I just copy my IB. So for now we have this IB. Let's wait for Rust at least to finish. While you are waiting, please be sure to leave a like and hit the subscribe button if you like my videos. For now, I believe we have just SSH and HTTP. So let's try and verify the HTTP. So it's 80. We don't need to write the port. And here we see, listen Morty, I need your help. I need you to burp. Okay. What the password was. So always, whenever you see a web page, I would like always to run gobuster, but not this. Let me search. So if you want to search your commands, your previous commands, press Ctrl R and write your command, gobuster. Then Ctrl R to search for previous ones, not DNS. I'm searching for the directory, yep. And in here, I'm gonna write my IB. And let's wait. So we have assist. While we are waiting as well, let me check the source code. So there is nothing in here. Assets, the directory that we saw a bit before. And here not to self, remember username, Rick rules. So I'm gonna paste that here for now. You can open your own notes, but I'm gonna keep it stupid simple. And let's check assets for now. ASS, ETS. I always make a typo here. So Bootstrap, I don't think there is anything valuable in here. So usually you would type for password or admin or anything, but these are Bootstrap. If you are not familiar with Bootstrap, it's just like something related to web, a GIF. So usually there are some websites where you need to download the GIF and to scan it and so on. You will not be You'll not need that with Tryhackme and Hack the Box most of the time. Nothing in here. JPG, still nothing. So let me pause a little bit and get back when the scan finishes. Okay, I'm back. It's finished and we have server status 403. So let's get back to here. You can search through dirbuster or any other searching tool. For now, however, I like always to check as well sitemap.xml. Not found. I believe sitemaps. Oops. No, it's sitemap. Yeah, so it's not available. And robots.xml. Sometimes the website doesn't .txt. Sometimes the directory buster doesn't check them. So we have this text. And I believe this is the password. Okay, so where do we need to get that, to put them? So let me choose other tool, which I prefer dirbuster. I'm gonna just launch that. Oops, I believe it needs the IB. And oh, it's not working. Okay, I believe there is an error over here, but let me check. So yep, I'm gonna fix the error. Okay, I'm back. So just in case, if you want to know how I solved the issue, I choose another Java OpenJDK, and in here, oops, not this. Gonna get back to here, get the IB, and over here I'm gonna type the HTTP and the IB. In case of the directory, I'm gonna go to root, user, share, and almost to the end. Just about here. Word lists and dirbuster, medium. You can turn off for now be recursive because it's gonna take a lot of time, and you can check the tree. So here we have the icons folder, the assets folder, 403, then we cannot reach that. Redirected, here 200, okay, 300. Here we have redirection, 403, I mean, we cannot reach that, not accessible. Oops, keep getting the wrong one. So let me get back to here. Here we have portal. Is it portal.php? So in portal we have a login page. Let me try these. And we have an entry point. So whenever we have a shell, let me try who am I? data or www data. Okay. So usually you would see flags at home. Let me change to home. And here we have our first flag. So I'm gonna get that txt. Command disable to make it harder for future. Okay, so usually you would read that with other. If we had a reverse shell, you can get your reverse shell if you want. But if you don't want that, then try more. Then the same. Oops. Without cat. It's also disabled. Let's try less. And here is our first flag, I believe. Let me check. Okay, so that was our first flag. Now we need to collect our second and third flag. Let me check our. Okay, so we are still here at data. We didn't change to home. Let me check what is in home. So we have Rick and Ubuntu. Here is the second ingredient. So whenever we try to change directory, that doesn't work. We will stay at our directory. So you need to run each command. How to explain that? Like you run the command, but whenever you try to change the directory, it gets you back to var html www or www html. Okay, let's try to read that with less again. Home, Rick, and second ingredients. Okay, why is that? And I tried maybe we need to include single quotes. Yep. And paste that. We need to search the final ingredient. Okay, so final ingredient, probably it's gonna be somewhere here. We have nothing. Let me try within root. So here when we have nothing, probably we are prompted an error. However, we cannot see or reach that. Here we have 64. Let's try to decode that. Decode from base 64. What is that? No, it's not. Okay, let's get back to work. And so probably we need to escalate our privileges. Sudo -l, always my first friend in order to elevate my privilege. So in here we see no password all. So you can either try sudo -u and change your user, or you can try to use ls with sudo. So we're gonna list our directory of root. So we have the third.txt. So now sudo less root third.txt, and maybe we need to put that as a whole or just flip juice. And yep. Thank you guys for watching. Be sure to watch other videos of the BT1 prep and see you next time.